It's time for another law school update from a perspective, non-traditional student. It's been a while since I last did a video about my law school journey, so I thought it was time to check in with you guys to give you an update and let you know what's been going on. The last time we spoke, I was on my way to take the LSAT for the second time. I was just feeling a lot of thoughts and nerves, and I had so much confidence, and I was so excited for the future, and things changed quickly. Okay, I'm not saying I'm not still excited. I'm still excited, still looking forward to the journey. I would just say from the time I drove and went to take the test, from the time that I actually got my results till now, a lot of things have happened. So I'm happy to report that the second time around, I did get a higher score, which is great. Clap it up for me. Yes, thank you. I studied as hard as I could. I did get a higher score than last time, but still not the score that I was looking for. That's the best way to put it. Not the score I was looking for, not as high as my practice test, but still higher than my previous score. And for those of you that don't remember my first score, I scratched that. So for my second score, I did not do the LSAT preview. I just, it's whatever because I needed it. So I got my score back in February. And once I got my score back from February, it took me February to March, it took me about 2 months to actually decide if I was going to apply, because looking at my score compared to the schools that I was going to and the scholarships and where you should be, I was a little nervous, a little concerned, and doubt started to come in. Doubt and fear started to come in terms of, should I still apply? Am I capable? Just a lot of doubtful thoughts and negative thoughts really filled my mind. And I literally had to take 2 months to kind of get my mind right to decide, like, do I still want to apply? Like, I know I can do it academically. I went to law school, got my master's. Like, I know I can take the classes. I know it's something that I'm interested in. And this time around, me being older, this is something that I want to do. Like, no one's forcing me to do it. Like, I already have 2 degrees. I really don't have to go back. This is a want. Like, it's like I'm thirsty for knowledge, and I'm thirsty to get the JD degree. It's like I want it so bad now that I've decided that this is the path that I want to go. Somewhere along the lines, that kind of fizzled once I got my score back and start comparing and start thinking about the people that applied early and me applying so late. So it went from me being able to apply in February to then I essentially wasted 2 months being in my head and thinking about all of the possibilities of what could be. And then I finally applied to my top 2 schools. I've been thinking about applying to a third because apparently it's still open, but then I'm like, it's so late. I don't want to waste money just for me to have to redo it again. But I've been thinking about it because I did get a letter from a school that has online hybrid, which is what I'm looking for. But then it's just like, I don't know. So still deciding on that third school, but I did apply to my top 2 schools. I applied for one of the schools. Their application is still open, I believe. So it gives me some wiggle room, but that doesn't mean they didn't accept everyone that they already wanted to accept. And then at my top school, I literally applied I think it was 3 or 4 days before the deadline, which is terrible. The good news is it's not like this is the only time and I only get to apply once. The good news is that if I don't get in this time around, I can apply next year. I already have my statement done. I already have my references. So I'm really just going to repurpose a lot of it. I might edit a little bit, see if I can get a few different references, might add another addendum just to kind of explain what's changed since the last time I applied until now. But other than that, it's my application's ready. I just need to position myself to have it reviewed in a good time so I can still get scholarships. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm in the point of, I'm just waiting. I'm literally just waiting to hear back. And it's I made the attempt to try to call one of the schools this week just to say, hey, just let me know, give me a heads up. Are you still reviewing applications, or are you done for this upcoming fall? I called and it didn't even go to voicemail. It was ringing for so long that I hung up, but I was super nervous. I don't know why I'm super nervous to call and just see, you know what I mean? I just think it's because I'm so excited and I really want to go back to get that legal foundation. And I've been looking up to people. I look up to Jasmine Crockett. I love all her videos. I look up to Kamala Harris. Just kind of I'm starting to peep different people and tune into different people. One of my favorite YouTubers is Simone Redwine. And so I'm always on her lives and trying to see, you know, what tips she's going to give me. But it's kind of like I'm already tapping into women, aspiring to be like some women who are motivating me and literally inspiring me to use my voice and to get that foundation so I can make an impact. Like, I've actually had a thought a few times, like, do I want to get into politics? And it's not because I'm interested in politics. It's more so I want to use my voice to help people. And there's certain topics and certain things that I feel like we need to break it down to the people because they don't understand. We need to reach the people in different ways because the ways that we're doing it aren't successful and they're not viable for the result that we're looking for based on the last election. So there's just a lot of things that have been going on in my head about where I want to go and what I want to do. And I'm still on this path. I just don't know if I'm going to get in this time. And if so, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of scholarship money. So literally, I'm playing the waiting game. And I think that's why I have so much anxiety at a sense. It's like I have anxiety when I think about it. So I've been trying not to think about it and try to act like, oh, okay. Because eventually time's going to pass by and eventually I'm going to get an answer, right? Eventually it's going to say yes, no, I'm going to get a letter. Eventually something's going to happen. And with that being said, it's just kind of like, well, it's out of my control. It's in God's hands. So it might not be this time, but it could be next year. So I think at this point, I'm just letting go and letting God, because it's one of those situations where it's like, this is above me now, literally. But that's where I'm at. I'm a non-traditional student who took the LSAT. My score is not as good as I would like it, but I still feel like I'm hoping that my essay is good. I did get discouraged with some of the character fitness questions. We all have a past, we all have history. So on some of the character and fitness questions with schools, I had to disclose some things that were expunged. So I think that was a little uncomfortable for me, and that added fuel to the fire in terms of the doubt that I have, like not me having to disclose something that, you know, no one's never gonna know about because it's expunged. And I'm like, that's the point of it being expunged, because it's like it never really happened, right? I mean, I know it happened, but that's the whole point. So I think that was a big part of it too. It was my LSAT score, it was the character and fitness requirements for the schools that kind of threw me off. But now that my application's in, I'm just letting go, letting God, and just waiting to see what happens. So plan A is in effect. And if that doesn't work, then plan B is I was thinking about retaking the LSAT one more time, you know, third time's the charm. And this time, just giving myself as much time to retake it, in a sense that no matter what, when the application opens in August, September, I'm going to apply like as soon as possible. But if I do have to apply again for fall 2026, my application is going to be in as soon as possible, but I'm still going to study to take the LSAT. And I think I might do it a different way this time. The first time it was more self-taught on my own, YouTube videos and just watching TikTok videos, which wasn't the best. My second test, I utilized LSAT Demon, which I thought was really great. My practice test scores improved a lot and they were really good, but it just didn't reflect on the test. So that's what makes me think I might need to potentially get a tutor. Like if I take it again a third time, I want it to be like the score that I wanted the second time. So if that's what I have to do to get in the school and get some scholarship money, then that's what I'm gonna have to do, right? So that's plan B. And then plan C is just to apply again the year after that, right? So it's like, I'm going to keep trying because I know I can be a great attorney. I know I can digest the material, and I think I'll be great. I advocate for people right now on my own without the credentials, and I work in the contracting field right now, so I'm familiar. I work with our legal counsel, so pretty much I know I can do it. I just have to get in and get the opportunity to kind of show out and become the lawyer that I know I'm going to become. I lost some faith along the way, but it's starting to come back and increase, and I'm still excited. It's still something that I wanted to do, still something that God put on my heart. It's just, of course, things aren't turning out exactly the way I planned. And if I look at my undergrad experience, I learned a lot during undergrad, and the way my undergrad experience transpired, it was exactly how it was supposed to go. It took me 6 years to get my bachelor's degree, and I went to school in 3 different states, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Ohio, even though I was a resident of Michigan. So just think about that out-of-state tuition, the traveling, the credits, all of that. It was crazy and a difficult, challenging time, but it's one of the times where I feel like it helped mold me and refine me into the person that I am today. Now, while I wish my grad school journey is not as difficult as my undergrad because I'm more stable now, more mature, I've been through some life. I don't want it to be that bouncing around from my grad school experience. I want it to be a lot different. I want to pick a school, stick with it, and I want to do good from beginning to end. I want to just excel and be the best student that I know I can, because now I have the opportunity to go back to school again. I want to do the best I can. And so that's the plan. That's the goal. No matter what happens, it's, in the words of Drake, God's plan. God's plan, right? Either way, I'm just being positive, but I wanted to check in with you guys because it actually came up in my head like, oh my gosh, I haven't really called the law school back to check up since I tried to call earlier this week. And then I was like, well, I haven't even given everybody an update about where I am in my journey. Also, fun fact, I was just at a model event last week. I met another model who is considered a non-traditional student, and she's also on her law school journey. So I'm like, not me finding friends that are also trying to enter the same journey. It makes me feel a lot comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, I did feel a lot of insecurities about me being older and trying to go back to school versus me doing it like back to back to back to back, how you're technically supposed to do it. So that's why I started off by saying it's your non-traditional student here, because it's like someone in my position that already has a bachelor's or master's, they probably wouldn't try to go back. I'm going back because it aligns with what I want to do with my future. I want to be an entrepreneur. I would love to have my own practice. I would love to advocate for people. I would love to go to these events. Like the Food Babe is a creator that really inspired me. Like I know she focuses on food and the toxic dyes and the ingredients in the food, but I'm into skincare, and now I want to focus on the toxic ingredients in the skincare industry and in these products. And I also work in the hospital industry. So now it's just like the things that I see, the things that I hear. I want to advocate for patients. Us in the beauty industry. So there's so many people I want to advocate for, but I definitely feel like that foundation is just really going to give me that knowledge base that I need to really be the best advocate I can be, if that makes sense. Like it's really going to help me in my current job right now. It's going to help me in the influencer world that I'm in and in the entrepreneur world. Really going to be a great foundation. Still looking forward to it. I'll check back in with you guys with an update once I hear back, but fingers crossed. But no matter what, this is a journey and we're going to get there one way or another. Non-traditional students, tap in. All right, I'll check back in with you guys later.